Are you looking for something different? Are you driving to work every morning and saying to yourself, what could I do to pass the time? Well, here's a show for you. Weekdays, Monday through Friday. Have faith, let it begin. It is a show designed for you, the daily commuter. Motivational topics, inspirational stories, personal testimony set out to change the world. Join us every morning live at 7:30 a.m. because this is a show all about faith. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Have faith, let it begin. Hello everyone, my name is Angel, and welcome to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin on this Monday, August 26th, 2019. Folks, I hope each and every one of you had a beautiful, blessed weekend. I have some great news to start off with. Ariel went to see the cardiologist, and everything came back in our favor. She has been given a clear path of health, and we do not have to return to the cardiologist. Praise be to God for that, and I'm so happy and blessed that we can move forward in that, into a different direction now. In addition to that, I had an opportunity to go to the Duchess Fair this past Friday. Had an opportunity to meet so many nice people. Not the greatest time that I've ever had, I'll be honest. But under the circumstances, I'm sure next year will be a lot better. Things will get changed a little bit differently. But for the most part, going out and spending time with my daughter and having her experience her first fair, it was okay. But what I wanted to talk about was how exciting it was to meet individuals. There's Ariel. She's waking up now. Met new individuals at the Duchess Fair that wanted to know about our program, and I like to give them a shout out to the veterans all over the world, and they were asking for some donations. We're definitely going to donate on behalf of Have Faith, Let It Begin. So many different types of vendors that we saw. It's all going to be linked on my description at the bottom of our page. I want to give them all credit and thank them for all their support and taking our card and saying that they were interested in listening to the show. I'd like to give a shout out to Mike's Deli there in Montgomery, New York. They were phenomenal. What a blessed family they are, and we had an opportunity to come together and get some subs there. They were outstanding sandwiches. Very, very pleased with their food, and it was able to take us and fill us for the day at the fair. So today I wanted to go right into the subject. I had a great conversation with one of my nieces this past weekend, and she brought back a memory that I like to talk about today. And it's about how often, when you have friends, you become that middle person. So let me be more specific. I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambling. So when you have two friends, or if you have had this situation come up where you've had two friends, and you being the third person of the friendship are in the middle because the two friends aren't fighting and they're not getting along. What do you do? What do you do in that situation? And being that third person, you are put in a position to make yourself feel awkward, to feel like you have to almost choose between the two. And I think that's a very hard thing to overcome. So, the advice I gave in this situation is from my own personal experience. Number one, you have to be able to distinguish which one is the mature one out of this argument. And number two, what was the argument really about? Because sometimes these arguments can occur, and therefore not the easiest thing in the world. It's usually the dumbest thing in the world. It's these fights are never done for heavy reasons. It's always something so small that blows up out of proportion. So, in this situation, I go back in time to when I had two friends, and they were enemies, arch enemies, and I was caught in the middle. And they would talk about each other, and I got fed up. I got tired of being that third person, trying to make them make up. Of course, one of the two always felt that they could do all they can to try to make peace. But it was the other individual that did not want to make any peace at all. So it got to the point where I had to make a decision. Who do I actually stay friends with? Here's the ironic part. The one that was immature was the one that I actually was closer with. The one that was mature, I really didn't have much in common, but had started to grow a new friendship with that person since this fight had occurred. Finally, I decided it would be better to just not be friends with either one of them. And I know that that's a very, very selfish thing to do, but in reality, it was easier to walk away than to sit there and be put in the middle of the two. So I basically told them that at this point in time, I had to think about what was best for all three. And I stepped away, and I will be honest, they never became friends again. And long term, I actually became slightly closer to the mature friend, but later on, that didn't work out either. So friendships will come and go. Friendships are designed to be a huge integral part in your life. A true friend, a respectful friend, an honest friend will be with you through thick and thin, regardless of outside interference, regardless of distractions. In reality, the best friends to have are the ones that you can share things with, the ones that have great upbringing and respect their elders, respect their parents, and most importantly, respect themselves. That's the kind of friends I wanted to have around. So I guess what I'm trying to say today is I'm proud of my niece on the decision that she's going to make. I will not announce what that is, but I'm more proud that she was able to sit back and say to herself, this is a situation that doesn't look good for anybody. But more importantly, it's something that she felt had to be addressed. So if you're in this situation where you have two people that are not getting along and you're caught in the middle, maybe it's time to take a step back. Maybe it's time to realize that maybe this is not an environment you should be a part of. Perhaps, maybe you can be the peacemaker and make things happen. If you can, praise be to you. If you can't, good try anyway. But all in all, you have to be able to sit back and realize that just maybe this is not the environment you need to be around. So, on this Monday, as you going into your workplace or going home, I hope and pray that neither one of you or none of you ever get caught in the middle of something like that. For Have Faith, Let It Begin. My name is Angel. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.